do it. And then I'm gonna mute everybody now. But you can always unmute yourself. So like if you can't hear me at any point during this, please unmute yourself. Tell me. There's Ruby. She got her hair cut. She got groomed today. All right. Sorry, I'm running a little late because she got groomed and I had to pick her up, and then I took her to the park, and then anyway.
Well, she looks beautiful.
Thank you. Did you hear that, Ruby? You look beautiful. Okay, friends, let's start in a seated position. Start in a seated position, and if that means you're sitting up on a bolster or a pillow or a blanket or anything like that, perfect. If it means you're down on your sit bones, perfect. Take a moment to just kind of move around a little bit, get your wiggles out, get some physical feedback. You may have already been doing this before I got here, so we won't waste too much time. But let's start today with breath of fire, actually. So let's bring in some of that solar plexus energy, connecting to our power, to that place deep within us. So breath of fire, you really have to use, if you're doing it properly, you have to use your abdominals. So you don't want to be breathing out. I'll take out my sweatshirt so you can see better. So you don't want to be breathing out from here. This isn't where we want our breath. We're not up here in our chest. We're down here in our belly. So each exhale, it's like we're being punched in the gut. And when we get punched in the gut, the air comes out our mouth. Ha, ha, ha. So the inhale just kind of happens. It's like a springing back. And then the exhale, ha, you push it out. If it helps, especially since you're at home and nobody's listening to you, do something making noise so that you know your breath is coming out your mouth or your nose. So sometimes I like to shh, shh, like a hissing sound or a shushing sound. And sometimes I also like to, if I'm just doing it through my mouth, sometimes I also like to ha, ha, like literally make that sound. So anything that helps you, and if you're not comfortable in the position you're in, take a moment to adjust. Bring your hands to your low belly. Exhale all the way to empty. Inhale to about halfway full. We'll do 30 pumps. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. Shh, 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 shh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great big inhale. Reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Steeple index. Hold at the top of this breath. Seal your pelvic floor. Mula Bandha. Seal it in. Circulate all that breath around. And then whenever you're ready, big open mouth sigh. Let your arms fall down. Maybe shake it out for a moment. And then just take a moment to sit and simply be. Notice, feel, observe. So even after just those 30 pumps, feel a little more energy flowing through. You feel a little more connected to your abdominals, to that area down deep inside of you. So you're a little more in your body now. We'll do 2 more rounds like that. So again, bring your hands to your belly. Exhale all the way to empty. Inhale to about halfway full and begin. Shh, 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 shh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale, reach up, interlace fingers, steeple index, hold in fullness, seal. Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lock. Seal it in, hold, hold, hold. See if you can reach higher. Big open mouth sigh, let it all out. Shake it out if you want. Take a moment to just be, to soak it in. If you want to adjust your seat at all, feel free. So slow, deep breaths for a moment, just feel. And if you're not getting this, if that breath today isn't clicking for you, that's okay. If you're frustrated, let yourself be frustrated, and it's just a practice. You get better at it the more you do it. So just let yourself get curious today, and that's enough. That's fine. We'll take one last round. Bring your hands to your belly. Exhale all the way to empty. Inhale to about halfway full. And begin 30 pumps. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big, huge inhale. Reach up, interlace. Hold, seal, mula bandha, pelvic floor lock. Hold, 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 reach higher, hold, let that breath circulate around inside of you, and whenever you need it, take your exhale, arms come down, let it all go. One last time, sit and notice. Let that energy just flow through. Maybe there's some way you visualize it. And then start to come into your ujjayi breath, so slow, steady, spacious. Whenever you are ready, my friends, hands and knees, tabletop. And let's either move through cat-cows or anything else that would feel good to you. Any other intuitive movement that would feel good in your body. So just feel into whatever is going on inside. Feel into your spine. Maybe after that breath of fire, your core is feeling it. Maybe you come forward and kind of stretch your abdominal wall. So anything goes. And then let's say next 3 breaths, just come back to a neutral spine. So just a regular tabletop position. Put our Christmas decorations up. All right, from your neutral spine, my friends. Hi, Wendy. I don't know if you just got here. Maybe you've been on here, but hi. From a neutral spine, we'll move into thread the needle with our right arm. So right arm out and then all the way up. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. So reach through and then gently rest down on your shoulder and your head. And then however you want to work this pose, so anything goes. Maybe you press down into your left hand. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind your back. Maybe you interlace your left fingers with your right fingers. Just gently kind of tug. Give yourself about 4 or 5 more breaths here. Soften through your face and really breathe into your back body. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, set your left hand back down. And then on an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Bring your knees together and walk both of your hands off the right side of your yoga mat. Reach your hips back into the left. Press your left armpit down. Breathe into your left side. And then after one more big deep breath here, just switch to the other side. So you might rise up to transition, or you might stay low and just crawl your fingers off the left side of your mat. Press your right armpit towards the ground and really lengthen through your right side body. Breathe into your right side. And then when you feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to a regular tabletop position and take it back to a downward facing dog. Give yourself about 4 or 5 deep breaths, just feeling into your down dog, stretching into your down dog. All that length from fingertips up to sit bones. all that length down the backs of your legs, or maybe you feel like bending your knees a lot, especially for this first down dog. Totally fine. Let's take one more breath in our dog pose. And then at the end of your exhalation, just start to crawl your hands or walk your hands to the back of your mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. And then in your forward fold, anywhere you want to go, maybe you ragdoll pose it out, maybe you bounce or bob or sway. So see if you can really let your head be heavy. Find a connection to your center. So lift your hips as high as you can. Feel your core engage. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So spine nice and long. And then let it go, fold in. Do that one more time, lift halfway. And then this time, plant your hands or your fingertips and start to crawl them forward until you're in a plank position. Once you're in plank pose, make sure you're spreading your fingers really wide. You want to come down to your knees, fine with me. Take a great big inhale at the top, push the ground away, maybe rock forward to your tippy toes, and then slowly lower down as you exhale. Let's find baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. So any of those you would like, whatever best serves you. Take a couple breaths, so really feel into this heart opener. Shoulders back and down. And then as you are ready, tabletop position, hands and knees. From hands and knees, we'll move into thread the needle with our left arm. So inhale, left arm out and up. And then exhale, thread it through. Reach, reach, reach. Come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Take some big, spacious breaths. Any way you want to work it on this side. About 3 more rounds. If you do have your right hand lifted, set it back down. And then on an inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Left hand down. We're going to come into screaming toe pose. So curl your toes under. Your knees are hips width distance apart. Sit back onto your heels. So if this is way too much, you can keep your hands on a block or the ground in front of you. Take a little bit of weight off. Otherwise, sit back, hug in with your inner heels. So don't let them drift apart. And then arms to the sky, interlace your fingers. This time, flip your palms to face up. Take a great big inhale and press up. As you exhale, little side body stretch to your right. Keep your left shoulder back and down. Press through your palms. Stay here. Big, deep breath. Hug in with your inner heels, inner thighs, through center as you breathe in, and other side as you breathe out. If this is way too much on your toes or your feet at any time, you can untuck them. Press through your palms, arms long. Hug in with your inner thighs, one more round. Back to center, breathe in, press up, lengthen, and then release. Come forward to hands and knees, untuck your toes now. Little pitter patter tap. Woo. Downward facing dog. We are so advanced, you guys. Just everything we do is advanced. All right. Great big inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, look to the top of your space. This time, top of your mat, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet and take it all the way to stand. Arms reach up. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, we're going to come back to breath of fire. Come back to our solar plexus. So feet at least 6 foot distance apart, maybe a little wider. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs. And then we're going to just take another round, 30 pumps right here. So from here, you can really use your core. So great big inhale. Exhale all the way to empty, let it go. Inhale to about halfway full and begin. Ha, 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 ha. Shh, 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 shh. From your belly, make sure it's coming all the way down. Shh, shh, shh. 10, 9, 8. Shh. 3, 2, 1. Get tall, reach up, interlace your fingers. Steeple index. Seal your pelvic floor. Mula bandha. And then as you exhale, watch me. This is what we're going to do. Bend your knees, swing your arms back. Ah. Do that a few times. Ah. Ah. This time, inhale, reach up. Slow dive down as you exhale, forward fold. Ujjayi breath, halfway lift. Feel that connection to your center, that power in your center. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. Slowly lower down, exhale. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog, your choice. And then tabletop position once again. All right, so hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push the ground away. Feel your core. Draw your belly button in and up. Gaze down. Back of your neck is long. Right arm forward, left leg back. So nice and long through your spine. Reach through your fingertips. Palm faces in, thumb faces up. Take one more in breath. Slow motion, elbow to knee, curl in. Reach, lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Feel that connection to center. Inhale, re-extend. One more like that. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right arm back. Bend your left knee. Heel towards your butt. You can stay here, or if it's available, grab hold of your foot or your ankle. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs. So that'll keep you out of your low back, and breathe all the way down into your belly. Soften your face. Take one more huge breath wherever you're at. Back to spinal balance as you inhale, lengthen, neutralize. Exhale, lower everything down, tabletop. Once again, sit back into screaming toes. So tuck your toes under, hips to your heels. Some of you probably hate this and you're like, not again. All right, arms to the sky. Palms face up. Big inhale here. This time as you exhale, press your palms forward, curl in, hollow out. So see if you can round your spine. And then just stretch a little bit from side to side. So you're using your core here to round. Hug in with your inner heels and inner thighs. Breathe into your back body a lot. See if you can take inhales even as you have your belly hollowed out. Don't let your heels drift apart. Take one or two more rounds. And then next inhale, get tall, press up through your palms. Exhale, let your arms come down, tabletop, untuck your toes, pitter patter, tap it out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, use your core, step your right foot forward as soft as you can. And then let's take it up to a warrior two. So back heel pivots down. Rise up, settle in. So your front knee is dragging open towards your pinky toe. Let your shoulders just soften. All right, we're gonna move to eagle arms, you guys. So from here, our right elbow will go under, left elbow on top. So whenever you're ready, right arm under, left arm on top. All right. And then see if you can start to lift your elbows up and away from your chest a little bit. If this is too much, Give yourself a big hug, no big deal. Hang out here for about 3 rounds. Breathing down into your legs. Also feel that space in your upper back. Take one more inhale here. See if you can lift your elbows up. As you exhale, keep your eagle arms, but dive down. Once you're folding forward, let your arms come apart and your hands can come to the ground. So this is called ostrich pose. It's from Forest Yoga. You can stay right here, or is there somewhere you want to take it? Maybe into a variation of Skandasana, something like that. Feel free. Good job, you guys. So it's kind of like you're in a wide-legged forward fold, but your front leg is not in that wide-legged forward fold. Your front leg is in warrior 2 still. All right, let's come up to a halfway lift. Now adjust your stance so you are in a wide-legged straddle position. So parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Just take an inhale and lengthen everything. And as you exhale, we're gonna walk our hands forward, rotate toes forward, low lunge. Listen, standing staff, so root into your right foot, woo, all the way up into your standing staff. Good job, guys. Stay here if you want to. This is your pose. Otherwise, option to move into a twist. Left arm swings back, right hand to the outside of left knee. Use your core to work this twist. Stay here or grab hold of your left foot and start to extend. You do not have to get your legs straight. Get it only as straight as you can without rounding. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your connection to center. One more full round wherever you're at. We'll meet back in standing staff. So slowly unwind. Maybe left leg extends if it hasn't already. Left foot comes down. Let your arms come down. Just kind of shake it out. Find your breath. Guess what? We're gonna do breath of fire again. So same position. Feet nice and wide. Bend your knees. Hands to thighs. Big inhale. Big exhale all the way to empty. Inhale to about halfway full and begin. Puff, puff, puff from your belly. Keep it going. 30 pumps. Shh, shh, shh. Ten, 9, 8, 7. 3, 2, 1. Great big inhale, get tall, reach up, interlace fingers. Hold Mula Bandha. Same thing to let it go. So open your mouth, bend your knees, swing your arms back. Do that about 3 times. Next inhale, reach up and swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Ujjayi, reconnect. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Top of your push-up, spread your fingers wide, push the ground away. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, grow into your back bend. Tabletop, hands and knees. All right, my friends, from your hands and your knees, final balance with your left arm forward, right leg back. So nice and long, strong, straight line of energy. Draw your belly button in and up so you already feel that connection to your center, to your power, to your intrinsic strength. Take one more inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee underneath you. So hollow out, round. Inhale, re-extend, get long, strong, powerful. Elbow to knee, exhale. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, reach. Last time, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Now moving into our half bow. We're towards half bow. Left arm back, right knee bends, heel towards your butt. Lift your heart, stay here. Or if it's available, grab hold of your foot or your ankle. And then use that as gentle leverage, kick and pull. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly, soften your face. One last breath wherever you are at. Slow release, lengthen, inhale, and then exhale, let it go. All right, sitting back into screaming toe pose one more time. And this time we're going to take breath of fire in screaming toe pose. So 30 pumps. Again, if it's too much, bring your hands to the ground or a block in front of you. Hug in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, hands to belly. Exhale all the way to empty. Inhale to about halfway full. Begin. Breath of fire, 30 pumps. Ha, 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 ha. Shh, shh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, shh, shh, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up, interlace, mula bandha. Let it circulate, and whenever you are ready, sigh it out, let your arms come down. Come forward to hands and knees, tap your toes, tap the tops of your feet. Downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through softly. Warrior 2, take your time to rise up, settle in. So left knee is tracking towards your pinky toe. Get ready for your eagle arms. This time left arm is underneath. So whenever you are ready, move into eagle arms, left arm under, right arm on top. If that's too much, you can wrap your arms together, or you can give yourself a hug instead, I should say. Lift your elbows up, away from your chest. Keep sitting into your legs. Bend deeply into your front knee, back foot rooted, back leg strong. Couple more big breaths. Feel that space in between your shoulder blades. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, fold forward. So keep your eagle arms just for one moment more. And then once you're folded, let them release, fingertips or hands to the ground. You can stay right here if you want to explore. Move into a variation of Skandasana perhaps, or anywhere else you want to go. So it's kind of like a humble warrior, but you're in warrior 2 with your legs, and your head is not quite so far forward towards your front foot. It can be if you want it to be. You can move it up there, see how it feels. Take about 2 more breaths. And then come to a halfway lift with your legs nice and wide. So you're in a wide-legged straddle, halfway lift position. Breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your space. Low lunge. Root into your front foot. Standing step. So great big dynamic movement all the way up. Balance on your left foot, hugging with your inner thighs, flex your toes. Find your breath. You can stay right here if you want to. Otherwise, moving into a twist. Right arm swings back, left hand to the outside of right knee or thigh. Stay here, or grab hold of your foot and work that length in your right leg. Big spacious breaths. All the way down into your belly. Press out through your heel, broaden through your shoulders. You fall out, cool, that means you challenged yourself, good job. One more round. Let's come back to center, inhale. And then right foot down, arms down. Shake it out. Oh, okay. Mountain pose, top of your mat. Arms down by your sides. Exhaling your breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Slow dive as you exhale. Take it all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa however you want. This time, just end up back in child's pose. Now sit back, rest. Maybe a couple big open mouth sighs. Downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, right leg to the sky. This time, open up your hip, bend your knee. Perfect place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward, heart forward. Lift your hips really high. Breathe out into your belly, last round. And then everybody, three-legged down dog, square off your hips. Feel that big difference. Inhale here. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin forward, set your body down gently. And take your time settling in. So right hip is pulling back as your heart goes forward. We'll be here about 5 to 7 more rounds of breath. If you can really feel your breath, move all the way down into your low belly, into your low back, even down into your hips, your pelvic bowl. All right, last couple of rounds. Let's come up into a seat, my friends. So however you want to find your way, slowly and mindfully into a seated position. Take your legs out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake out. And then let's take, this is a different pose. Well, not that different. So let's take Jani Sirsasana. So sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. I oftentimes teach this as the opener with the side body stretch, but today we're gonna work it as a forward fold. So square your hips towards your extended leg, pull your right hip back, so you're on the front edge of your right sit bone if possible. If you need to sit up on a blanket, if that helps, please do. Press your foot into your leg into your foot, get really tall. I'm gonna take my right fingertips back behind me and just left arm reaches up. If you want, both arms can reach up. One more big inhale. Then as you exhale, pull your right butt cheek back as you reach your heart forward, then bow. And breathe into this. Right butt cheek pulls back. See if you can squeeze through your right quad muscle, get it to fire up. Flex your toes, press down through the back of your heel, right heel. Forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. At the bottom of each exhalation, work it a little bit deeper. Big, spacious, intentional breaths. Take one last round here. And then slowly either roll up or lead with your heart. Reverse swan dive. Stack your spine, so sit up nice and tall. And then lift your left knee up and bring your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. If you want, you can bend your right knee or you can keep your right leg extended, up to you. Hug your knee in, lift your heart, puff up your chest. Take your left arm to the sky, breathe in. Then as you exhale, twist, left hand comes down behind you. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Exhale to work your twist from your center. If you like to latch your right elbow or if there's a bind in your practice, feel free to take it. 3 more big deep breaths down into your belly. Good job, you guys. And then unwind, bottom of your next exhale. If you have your right knee bent, extend your right leg, uncross your legs, and just come into a wide-legged straddle. So both legs are now extended. Sit up tall. And we're going to take a side body stretch to our left. So left hand on your left thigh or shin, right arm up, and then over like you're trying to grab hold of your left big toe. Heart wants to look up, see if you can let it. Flex your toes, press down through the backs of your heels, and try to press down through the backs of your thighs. Try to let your heart look up. One more round. Bring it back up, reach up. Take it to the other side. Like a side body stretch, left side long. Keep your sit bones rooted. Heart wants to look up, let it. Flex your toes. Press down through backs of heels, backs of thighs. Soften through your face. Take 2 more huge breaths. Come back to center, arms reach. As you exhale, just bring your legs together. We'll meet back in down dog. So maybe you want to boat pose it out, get a little core. From there, eventually you can cross your ankles, rock forward, step, or jump back if that's in your practice and you feel like it. Move through a vinyasa or skip your vinyasa if you'd rather. See you back in down dog eventually. And ujjayi breath. All right, friends. Left leg high, inhale. Heel your hip open, bend your knee. You want to stay right here, totally fine. Otherwise, option to flip it over. So left foot comes down. Left arm forward, lift your hips, lift your heart. Feel the strength in your back body. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Last big, huge breath. And then come back, 3-legged down dog with your left leg extended and your hips square. So feel that first. And then whenever you're ready, pigeon pose. Left shin to the top of your mat. Gently bring your body down, settle in. So don't rush into it. Take your time. Eventually bow forward. And breathe. Send your breath all the way down. About 5 more. Last couple of rounds, maybe you want to exhale out your mouth. Slowly begin to find your way back up and into a seat. Legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake out. Excuse me. Keep your left leg extended, sole of right foot to left inner thigh. Square your hips towards your extended leg, so make any adjustments you need to. I'm going to bring my left hand behind me. You can do the same if you want, right arm to the sky. So this left hand is just kind of helping me sit up tall and propelling me forward. Big inhale. As you exhale, lead with your heart. Left butt cheek pulls back, heart goes forward. When you can't lengthen anymore, then work into your full. So left butt cheek, keep pulling it back. Flex your left toes, press down through the back of your left heel, and try to squeeze through your left quad. Press back, press down through the back of your left thigh as much as possible. At least have that intention. Keep pressing right foot into leg, leg back into foot. Keep breathing in every breath. That's where you go just a little deeper. Take about 3 more. Very bottom of your next exhale, you can either roll up or reverse swan dive up. So your spine stacks, sit up tall. And then we'll move into our twist. So lift your right knee and take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Left leg can stay extended, or you can bend your left knee, but make sure you can stay on your sit bones. So both sit bones are on the ground. Hug your knee in, lift your heart, puff up your chest. Right arm up, inhale here, and as you exhale, twist to your right. Right hand comes down behind you. There's a variation you want to work, feel free. Breathe all the way down into your belly, big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Take one last round, see if you can sit up taller, twist further. And then unwind your upper body, uncross your legs, and again, just come into that wide-legged straddle. Take a moment to adjust if you need. We're going to, this time, fold forward. So flex your toes back, press through your heels, reach up. Big inhale. Swan dive with your exhale. Heart goes forward, butt goes back. Reach, 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 then fold. Your hands can come down to grab your legs or to reach forward out in front of you. Butt back, heart forward, press down through your heels, flex your toes, and try to press down through the backs of your thighs like somebody's stepping on your thighs. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths, working your full. Good job. Very bottom of your next exhale. Come back up. So roll up or reverse swan dive. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. Then exhale, legs face forward. We're going to take it all the way down onto our back. So you might need to scoot up like I'm doing now. Slowly lower. Hollow out your belly so you can go one vertebra at a time. Eventually, arms overhead, legs forward, full body stretch. Actively reach with fingers and toes and try to press down through your back ribs a little bit. Take one more inhale. Set up for bridge pose as you exhale. So feet to the ground with knees bent, arms by your sides. All of your toes face forward, feet hips width distance apart, ankles and heels straight down from your knees. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, and then inhale, peel your spine up slowly. Once you're in bridge, you might work your shoulders underneath. Interlace your fingers or any other variation you want to take. You can take robot arms. You can take a full upward facing bow if you're feeling it. About 5 deep breaths. Press down through the back of your head. Press down through heels and inner edges of feet. Breathe down into your belly. Hug in with your inner thighs. And then to come out, you guys stay in bridge. But if you got your shoulders underneath you, work them out from under you. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Big inhale here. Super slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Slow, 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 slow. Eventually, you'll be back in a neutral spine. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Take your feet out to the width of your mat. So feet wider than hips and just windshield wiper a few rounds side to side. Back and forth, slowly, mindfully. And after a few rounds of these, so stay as long as you want to. These are feeling good. Stick with it a little longer, but eventually happy baby pose. Grab your feet. If feet are too much, grab ankles, backs of thighs. You can rock it out in happy baby, maybe extending one or both legs. And then from happy baby, friends, any other poses you want to take to finish off your own practice. So if there's one last inversion or one last, maybe you just want to rest with your feet together, knees apart for a moment. If your name's Barb Bean and you need like more core work, maybe you do some, Vashistasanas or something. I don't know. Just kidding, Barb. I just like to tease you. Okay, friends, and then eventually as you come into your final relaxation, so no rush, take your time, but eventually come into your final relaxation and invitation if you want, again, to bring your hands kind of to your belly or to your solar plexus area, so it's kind of more in your upper abdominals. You don't have to, but if you'd like to. So eventually you'll come to rest in Shavasana and your breath will just become effortless. I'm just gonna, before I set you free into your Shavasana, I'll give you a little guided meditation. So if you want to take one last great big falling out breath for yourself, please feel free to do so. And then as you just allow yourself to really give in, see if you can also allow yourself to visualize. Use your imagination as you rest. So start to visualize your inner space, not as all those bones and muscles and tendons and ligaments, not like we know the stuff that's there, but imagine there's just this big wide open space, like a big cave or cavern inside of you. And imagine within this space, there's just all these different parts of you, all these different things you feel, all these different emotions, all these different kind of labels that you show up as: mother, father, sister, brother,
spouse, whatever your job title is. All these different parts of your identity are just kind of flowing around inside of you. All these different sensations that you feel are just kind of flowing around inside of you. All these different thoughts that are passing through, just kind of flowing around inside of you. All these different forms of life energy flowing through this vastness that is you, the space inside. Imagine that in this big, huge space, there's a line of energy that moves from the base of your spine up to the crown of your head. Maybe you see that as almost a lightsaber or a beautiful golden ribbon that trickles down your middle. So however you want to imagine it. And then imagine that along this line of energy, right at your center. So right in your upper abdominal area, what we call the solar plexus area. Right there. There's this great, big, beautiful, bright light, bright yellow light, like the sun, powerful like the sun. It's expanding and contracting with each breath you take. It's getting brighter and dimmer with each breath you take. And as you visualize this space, as you connect to this space inside of you, see if you can invite in the energies of the solar plexus. So those energies are your connection to your power, your connection to who you are, the truth of who you are, maybe the purpose of who you are. What does it feel like? Have a sense of self. What does it feel like to feel worthy without having to prove it? What does it feel like to be confident and self-assured? To know that what you have to offer this world is valuable. Let those energies have space inside of you or get curious about them. Use your awareness, use your intention, invite them in. Is this a familiar feeling or is it hard to connect with? No judgment, just observation. And as you visualize this space, as you invite these energies into your body, let them flow through. I'll read you some affirmations for the solar plexus chakra and just let them resonate inside of you. Take them in, let them soak in. And if they don't resonate, if they don't hit home for you, if they don't make sense, no big deal. Just let them go. So focusing on your solar plexus, that bright yellow light. I am strong, powerful, and confident. I can achieve anything I set my mind to. I wholeheartedly believe in myself. I can accomplish incredible things. I confidently welcome new experiences. I am competent, capable, and strong. I am aligned with my purpose. I am enough just as I am. I am my highest and most authentic self. I love and accept myself for exactly the person I am right now. This last moment or so, just let all of that settle in. Stay with the visualization as long as you want, or just let it turn into a feeling inside of you that you're embodying. I'll bring you out of Shavasana in just a moment or so. Deep breath in. Let it go. And just start to wiggle fingers and toes. Start to wake your body back up. Come back to the room you're in, the space you're in, the sounds around you. And then as you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself one last moment, just resting, letting yourself be held. And then ease your way up into seated meditation, right back where we began. Notice as you come into your seat how you feel maybe a little bit different. If anything has shifted for you energetically, physically, emotionally, anything at all. Just notice. Hands to heart. Bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for showing up for your practice. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends, we did it, and Ruby did it. She's so beautiful. All right, have a good one, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday if you're in for December. So,
Thanks, Katie.
you are in December, right? I do. Okay, bye.
So much.
What?